We wake up every day saying, how can we make this show better than the day before? Because we're lead pipe wielding professionals. And my name's on this show. It's on the mug. It's on the wall. It's everywhere. And so I try to quality control best I can. You know, how many times do I ask you guys, hey, if there's anything going on, let me know. Whatever's on your mind, let me know. Open door policy.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
That's the name of it. So, when I heard the NBA had formed an anonymous tip line in advance of their bubbling together in Disney World, for those out there who witness some form of violation of the safety protocols, the health and safety protocols, I thought, you know, hey, maybe we should have one of those here on the Rich Eisen Show and hope it isn't utilized in the way that everybody on Twitter believes the NBA tip line is going to be used, which is not for its intended purpose to say, hey, I noticed something that is a violation of the rules of our show, but rather is just an axe to grind to try and get someone in trouble. Right? Hey, if you're taking on the Clippers before Game 7, wouldn't you want to drop a dime to that anonymous tip line and say, I saw Kawhi Leonard leaving the Grand Destino Tower. I noticed he left the Grand Destino Tower, and all of a sudden I saw him on the Matterhorn, you know, and he's not allowed to be there.
After hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So all of a sudden, they call Kawhi in, they test him, and he can't play Game 7.
Space Mountain.
Right?
Matterhorn's out here. Don't worry.
So we created and opened up the Rich Eisen Show anonymous tip line, and apparently there's 6 phone calls already to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
All right, Don, play the first one, and we'll act accordingly. Go for it.
This is the Eisen Show Snitch line. Well, I have a couple complaints I have to make, and essentially it's in the back of the Rich Eisen Show area where they have a tray of snacks in the green room. The tray of snacks in the green room, I was told, was for just guests and people that come in to visit the show. But Rich Eisen and Chris Brockman have both been stealing snacks from back there. It upsets me because I was told I can't have the snacks, but they go in and partake in the snacks whenever they feel the need to. I see them walking out with almond packets and chip packets and chip bags, and it just upsets me because I was told I couldn't have them. I sit out there and I see them opening these packs of, you know, delicious almonds and beautiful, nice sun chips, and it upsets me that I don't get to partake. So I just wanted to let you guys know that Rich Eisen and Chris Brockman are snack stealers, and that I want to snitch on them for you so that hopefully something can be done, because snack stealers are not allowed. It's not acceptable. Okay, thank you.
Okay, my first thought is the following. I don't know who that was. Okay, I don't know who that was, but my first thought is there's a lot of heavy breathing, and that was the creep. That's got to. I don't know what the next few are going to be, but that has to be the creepiest call that we're going to have to our snitch line. And whoever it is, I don't think is telling the truth. Because first of all, who calls sun chips beautiful? I don't know. I've never heard that. I've heard them delicious. I've heard them,
chip packets.
You know, okay. Packets. And this person breathing so heavy, there's not a shot on this green earth that person is interested in eating almonds. Not at all. Okay, not concerned about healthy proteins in any way, shape, or form, based on the heavy breathing.
I don't think so. Yeah.
So if that's okay, I'm gonna not be too alarmed by that in terms of the matter of this show moving on. What do we have? What else do we have on our phone calls, please?
Brockman here. It's the snitch line. All right, first up, Rich. Love you, of course. But, bro, the pacing while you're talking on the phone. Now, I know you've probably been doing this your whole life. You've definitely been doing this as long as I've known you. But it straight up bugs everyone out in the studio. It's It's definitely like you're probably, I know sometimes you're stressed when you're on the phone. You're talking to very important people. You're doing very important business dealings and things that people in your echelon do. We're not on that level, of course. But like, just sit down. Maybe kick your feet up. Like, maybe do it that way because it just stresses everybody out when you're pacing all around the studio like Scrooge McDuck. Okay, and Del Tufo, I got one for you too. So my son is nearly 4 months old. We made an announcement in September that Sarah and I were having a baby, and we have still yet to receive a baby gift from you, despite the fact that you said you were getting me something at least a half a dozen, 10 times. Still waiting, bro. All right.
Wow.
It might be twice that.
Mike.
I'm bad. I'm a procrastinator.
He's had a baby.
I'm a procrastinator.
Dude, the baby's almost getting bar mitzvahed at this point.
Sorry, Mike. I was on a roll, and I was like,
He's right. He's right.
And do I really freak you out by pacing? I know I pace all the time.
No,
Susie
well,
makes fun of me all the time, too, because I can't. I walk
Yeah,
and
you
talk.
just- it's the
I'm a
walk and
walking
talk.
talker. That's what I do for a living. I walk
I mean,
and
you go
talk.
all the way over. You
mean,
really explore the
This is the
studio
longest.
space.
The Rich Eisen Show is the longest I ever sit and talk.
Yeah,
I got to walk.
it's funny.
Yeah, we
No,
I-
you're saying funny. You're saying that I'm...
like a clown.
Like I amuse you.
But you amuse us.
All right. I will do my best not to pace in front of you. I don't want to make you nervous.
Yeah, because we get real.
But Mike, really?
No, I'm bad. It's bad. I know,
Wow.
I'm a
We
procrastinator.
got to get this done because this is
My
now.
niece
This is
still
something.
hasn't gotten, my godchild
This is
still hasn't
something.
gotten a Christmas present from me.
I'm glad we have this line set up.
This is I do that.
All right.
You know,
Do we have any more?
I was just playing, Mike.
Go for it.
Yeah, hi, Rich Eisen Show, Snitch line. I'm calling about two guys. One of them's from New Jersey, and he wears free stuff every day, but that's not what I'm calling to snitch about. The guy roots for Notre Dame. He didn't go to Notre Dame. He's from New Jersey. He doesn't even know anyone from Indiana. Like, literally, the only guy from Indiana he claims to know is Larry Bird, maybe. And on top of it, you can't root for a team based under the auspices of, what am I going to do, root for Rutgers? You know? So I got a big complaint. And he also is never paying attention. He won't even be paying attention to this right now. He's probably typing something out on Facebook or whatever and leaving his microphone open so I hear those little tip taps of his computer keyboard. But anyway, and then there's another guy who was constantly wearing Boston stuff. And I'm from New York, and, you know, I try to put that aside. But he doesn't really love sports. What he does is love spite. He loves spite. All of his teams, when they finally win, when they finally won, he's not happy about them winning. He's happy about everybody else being miserable about them winning. And I don't think it's right. So whatever you can do about it would be great. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know either.
No idea who that was, but I mean,
they
it's
nailed it.
it's kind of on point.
Kind of nailed it.
Kind of on point. Do you not know that your microphone's open when you're tapping on your keyboard?
Audio executive, Rich.
I don't kind of pay
How do you
attention to
not
that.
hear the keyboard? It's your job to hear things. It's not your job. It is your job to listen, which you're dreadful at. By the way, I should not. This should be it. All right, that was me on the anonymous tip line.
Thanks, Rich.
But am I not right? Do I not spit truth when I say you don't love sports, you love spite? And when your teams win, you don't love the fact that they win. You love the fact that everyone's miserable about them winning.
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Does that speak for every Boston sports fan?
I would probably say
Pretty much.
You know, more probable than not.
Now I'm curious. These are the three of us here. Are there more Rich Eisen Show tip line phone calls? Apparently there are.
I definitely texted Don and Brockman yesterday saying I needed to get in on this. So, my grievance? Let's talk about the photos in the hallway. I get that they need to be updated from time to time as our in-studio guests continually change because I'm amazing at my job. But there was that solid 4 to 5 month stretch where I was asked almost daily to update something on the photo wall. Add a new photo here. Take an old photo down here. Rearrange these two photos so they're not on the same wall. I want this person up there, but I want a different photo of us together. Man, I cannot wait to get back into the studio so we can pick up where we left off and keep having these daily important conversations.
Wow.
Man, who could that have been?
Who was the one who was getting all on Liz Whaled of
Oh, man, that's
I
weird.
had no idea.
Who could that have been?
our top-notch booking staff?
Oh, that was great.
I didn't think I was being a pest. All right. I don't like this segment all of a sudden. There's two more?
Rich, you can go steal some almonds back there if you want.
What else do we have here? What the hell?
Hi, this is Sarah Tiana. I'm
Oh, what?
friends with Chris Brockman today, anyway. I think this is a snitch line, so I just thought I would tell you guys that he knows every word to Shania Twain's Any Man of Mine. And I can prove it.
Seemed very nice.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
By the way, I'm getting more and more genuinely concerned for asking why there's more and more calls to this line. Do you really know the words to that?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Last one?
Great song.
Hey guys, Sarah Tiana again. Another fun fact about Chris Brockman is that no matter what we are watching, he decides that is what he wants to do that day. So if we're watching tennis, he wants to go play tennis. If we're watching golf, he wants to go play golf. If we're watching Fixer Upper, he wants to remodel the house. And he's not good at any of that. So that's fun. Oh, yeah. If he's watching John Wick, he wants to buy a gun, which is only allowed if we have a spider.
All right, Sunday night on TBS. Please vote for Sarah.
Oh, God.
Cage needs to eat.
Fantastic.
Oh, that was amazing.
Learned a lot about the staff here.
I know.
Is that it, Don? Are we done? Okay, very good. I don't know if it's going to work out for the NBA, but just we should send this to Adam Silver and basically say, hey, Adam. I don't know if you want to do that, but very good. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.